Hello and welcome to another guided meditation. My name is Eva. And today I have another guided meditation for you. So what you can do is just sit back, relax, meditate along. You don't need to do any other spiritual practices. So I guide you through the whole meditation, and I also work on your energy field so that the energies that are coming in can really work and transform your system towards your higher truth. So just enjoy. I'll let you know in the end when it's over, of course. And like always, I would like to invite you to my free healing meditation, which is on every Thursday at 9 o'clock Central European Time. So everybody's very welcome to join. Okay, enjoy. I start with opening up the energy field. Bring in light. Then I expand the energy field. Expanding the energy field helps to hold more light in the system, and also more awareness comes with that as well. Because light is pure information. So your system is just receiving pure higher information. So whatever your system needs, that's what you're receiving. It's very individual for everybody. Then I fill up the expanded space with more light. Then I clear surface energies. So surface energies are just energies that are floating around the top of your system. And we just want to calm the system down so that you can relax more. And just drop more into this meditation. So this is why we're clearing the surface energies. They're not needed at the moment. Then I also clear energies out of the mind. Also just surface energies. So if there is a lot of energy flow in the mind or a lot of energy stuck in the mind, it often then happens that we just have a lot of thoughts. And we also don't need them at the moment. So we're clearing them. So you will always have personal thoughts. It's totally possible to have personal thoughts in any meditation. But if it's possible for you not to engage, just allow them to be there. Then it's just a possibility to drop deeper, to relax more, to be more present with me here in the present moment. Okay. Then I open up the energy field more. Bring in more light. So always when I open up the energy field more, the light can flow into deeper layers, and that's what we want. We also want it to work there. So now an energy is coming in that just helps you to drop deeper and deeper. Basically pulls you just in a deeper meditation, in a deeper state of your consciousness, or deeper level of your consciousness. And if you still feel there are any areas in your body that are not fully relaxed yet, or where you feel tension, you can either just let the tension go, if that's possible for you. And if you feel like it doesn't go away, just allow it to be there. Because it's not in the way of you dropping deeper. It's not in the way of that. It's only in the way if you are annoyed about it, or if you engage with it in a certain way, if you put your attention on it, because you don't want it. But if you just allow it to be there, then this is just how it is. The system is open and the energies can flow. This is what we want. So also at the same time, an energy is coming in that's expanding your system more. So it's just expanding more, that more light can come in. And now it's expanding so much that it also dissolves the boundaries of your body, so that you lose the sense of your body. So I'm just clearing a few energies that are still floating around and that are in the way of more relaxation, and just in the way of allowing you to drop deeper. So basically, the more open the system is, the more energy can flow. Also, every cell of the body is more relaxed and more open. So the energies can, let's say, enter the cells, and the information of the energy can then start manifesting itself in the cells of your body. So it's changing the information on a cellular level towards your personal highest truth. And then I clear a whole bunch of energies out of the second chakra. So energy around resistance. So resistance is one of those energies that are keeping us small, that are holding us back from experiencing life more fully, to allowing life to just flow through us, because this is what's actually happening. Life is flowing through us, and the more we can allow that, and the more we understand that this is how it works, the more our system can open, and also the resistance can fall away because we are more aware of it. But of course, it also helps when it's just being removed. So I'm removing the energy of resistance towards life and towards life experience. And this is basically happening on like a base level, because it manifests in various different ways for everybody. Various different stories are behind there, why we don't accept what's happening for us in a moment, why we don't prefer it, why we want it to change, why we want it to be different, why we want to just feel in a different way. A lot has to do with the ego, because the ego has certain desires, certain needs, but we work behind the ego, so the ego steps out of the way for this meditation anyways. So it's really just the pure energy we're clearing on the base level of your system. Just the pure energy of resistance. And I'm just gonna make it a bit more specific. Resistance towards certain people, certain outcomes, certain situations. Towards certain situations where you feel like they're overwhelming you or they're too much for you, so where you created your own boundaries around, because in the end we don't need any boundaries, they're not needed, it's just the illusion that we need them. Comfort, so a clear resistance that comes with wanting a certain comfort and not wanting things outside of that comfort zone. A clear resistance towards yourself, how you are, how your personality is, how you sometimes act around certain ideas you have, or certain needs and wants and desires. So even though we have them, but there is also a part of us that doesn't prefer it, or can be. There's resistance then towards ourselves. So I clear this resistance. Then also the resistance of just letting go, just allowing, just surrendering to whatever is. So there is resistance there. Resistance to letting go of control. It's a very big one. Control is just an illusion. It comes from the ego. And the ego thinks if it has control, life is going to work out in the way the ego wants, which is not true. It's a limitation and a misunderstanding. So I clear the energy of control, the resistance around the energy of control, to letting go of control. And also the resistance of letting go of lower vibrational energies like fear, hate, shame, because there are parts in our system that thinks we need those energies, they're protecting us, they're looking after us, we feel safe when we have them around. So clear that. I clear more resistance around letting go, more resistance around just letting go, just letting go, just letting go, and allowing whatever is life presenting to us. I clear those energies, the resistance. So basically, what we need to do is just walk through our everyday life experience. And if certain things are coming up that we don't prefer, we just allow them to be there because this is how life is presenting itself to us. So only the ego wants to have a certain outcome. So if there is, we can still have experiences, of course, we don't prefer behind the ego. This totally can happen. But then it's all about, there are energies in our system, like resistance or like anger or something like that. And by allowing it, we just have an open system. By surrendering to them, we have an open system and the energies can just pass through quicker, a lot quicker, and they don't get stuck. So I open up the central energy channel, and that's helping with that a lot, that energies can just pass through the system in the present moment, that are being triggered in the present moment, or that we just experience in the present moment, because we always experience emotions just throughout the path of awakening. So depending on the level of consciousness where we are, it just changes how we perceive them. Sometimes there are less there, sometimes there are more there, sometimes we don't experience any. So really depending on where you're at. But then eventually they come back. But it doesn't matter whenever they are there. So whenever you're in a phase when emotions are very present, we just want them to pass through and experience them, because this is what we're here for, experiencing and also experiencing emotions of all vibrations. And by having an open system, they can just pass through a lot quicker. And then it feels they're there, we fully feel them, and then they go, and then it feels like they were never here. So this is what we're working towards. Then I'm accelerating your life energy. So that energy that's flowing through your system, and it's actually responsible for your life experience. So help that energy to flow more, just a life energy. And then life experience changes so much more. If those emotions are, or the experiences with the emotions, when they're there and then they pass through, and that's it. And then you totally like free of them. Life experience gets so different. It's so much more enjoyable. And it just helps to accept and surrender more whatever life is presenting to us. And this is what we want. And now the joy is coming in. So this is basically the joy of existence is coming in. This is what you basically get. If the system is not holding on to low vibrational energies or not resisting, what's happening is that the joy of existence, which is there for us all the time anyways, but we can't perceive it, or just sometimes, that it's just there, it's underlaying. So it's underlaying our life experience. So it doesn't really matter then eventually if we experience something that we prefer or we don't prefer. Just this joy of existence, it's just there all the time, but more in the background. And it's always like in a very similar vibration. So it doesn't go up, down, up, down, up, down. It's more like just a stable underlying experience of joy. Subtle, but profound. So more joy is coming in. More joy is coming in because it also has more space now, because we cleared so many low vibration energies, especially resistance. Then there is more space for joy. So joy is coming in, joy is coming in, joy is coming in. It's manifesting in every cell of your body. And it's so simple. If we just clear what is in the way of that's what's accessible naturally for us all the time, we can experience it. So it's really about just clearing what's in the way. Okay, and you can slowly come back. Thank you so much for joining me for this meditation. And I encourage you now, when you get up and go through your day, just if possible, try to stay in that. Take the meditation with you, take the energies with you, and just experience what we basically talked about in the meditation. So that whatever is happening, it's passing through. So you can experience it more conscious now because we talked about it. Then, of course, then there is like this joy of existence can be just there more. Yeah, so just take it into your day, and every time you connect and every time you do a meditation like that, you just have a bit more of that, you closer, then eventually it will be just your main experience. So yeah, thank you so much for joining. Like always, lovely that you did, and have a enjoyable rest of the day. Bye bye.